More to Life Than What We Know, written by world-renowned psychic medium Joseph Labruto III. Through this amazing collection of channeled messages, you will find the answers to the most basic questions asked by humanity. This book is truly a spiritual journey and awakening to find God. Ron Ash, book reviewer, said, "I found this book extremely difficult to put down." To order your copy of Is There More to Life Than What We Know, visit us at OurJourneyOfLife.com.
All right, did we do it? We're on there. Let's see. Hi. Okay, we have the strangest sound going on. Do you have something in your ear? Yeah, take that off.
Can you hear me now, Kristen?
I can hear you now. I know that didn't work that well before.
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Hold on. Can you have me exit the stage and then come back in?
Yeah, let's see. Let's go remove and then come back in. All right. Hi, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy holidays. Happy everything. I joined this group recently, which is pretty funny. It's called Are We Dating the Same Guy? South Florida. And I was just out of pure curiosity. And there's all of these ladies on here, and they were all asking for readings. And I realized that, all I need is a name, ladies. So if there's anyone you're curious about that you're dating and you want to know if he's a good guy or not a good guy, or whether you should date or whether you should not date, give me a call. I can definitely handle just a reading alone. It's pretty awesome. All right, Sarah's here. Oh, let's bring her back on. Add to stage.
Can you hear me okay now?
I can hear you.
Okay.
All right, so a couple things is, did you share to your page? Go to my page if you want, and share to your page. And some of the stuff we do is so private, and that's the thing, is, we have professional lives, and some of the stuff we do is a little...
No, I did share. I did not see this one on here. So yes.
Yeah.
I shared the live.
So, and I say that because I tried to figure out how to set it, and it's on a privacy setting. So
share. Okay.
So, all right. So here's the funny thing is, I clicked. So, okay. Are you on any dating sites, Sarah?
Me? No.
Yeah, no way. No dating sites whatsoever. No, thank you. So, all right. So what is your relationship status? You're at a hell no, or like a maybe, or like the universe has to bring me someone, or?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm with the universe type thing.
I'm with the universe. So
I've been single since 2019. And
20.
I'm completely happy with that, by the way. Like I'm fine.
So I want to get, so here's the thing is I pulled my cards and I was like, all right, cards, let me know who is coming into my life. What am I dealing with? And they just pulled, you're going to be alone and single forever.
Nuh-uh.
No, I'm not kidding. That's what it pulled.
No.
There was no love. There was aloneness. Like transform yourself. You got nothing planned in your future.
Well, see, you have said that you haven't been single yet. So this might be a good thing for you. Yes. Yes.
I've never been single.
It is such a learning experience. It really is. You learn so much about yourself.
Yeah, I know. I have such a fear about being like single and alone. I don't know. But I know that my cards were like, you're going to be alone. Like you're going to be alone. So you may as well just suck it up and deal with it and learn how to live with that. But what was interesting is I went on this page which said, are we dating the same guy? And I was just curious. So I clicked on it. And I just happened to mention to some of the girls, they have all these like, hey, is this guy good for me? Is that guy good for me? And I was like, I can pull for any of these guys. Like, just give me their names and I'll know, because there are cards in here, believe it or not, that show whether this guy is a narcissist, whether he's healthy, whether he's not healthy, whether he's good for you, not good for you, you know? So I thought that was really interesting energetically. So what's going on with you energetically?
Believe it or not, I have never pulled cards on myself to see if I would date again. Because it's one of those things where I never have. And people have always asked me. Actually, remember when we went to the fair, I think the guy said I would. Remember?
He did say you would. I mean,
he did. Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you if you want. You want to know?
Sure.
All right. I'll let you know. Here we go. We'll do a couple just out of fun of it. All right, one more. Here we go. All right, nope, one more. We're talking about is Sarah going to have a man anytime soon, or is she going to stay alone? Or so what I did is I said I want to pull for my man, like whoever it's going to be. Could be a woman too. I'm not really sure because I don't really have rules in that area, so it could be both. But
whatever it's meant to be, you know?
Oh my God, you're getting a man. Look at him. This is the best man in the whole deck of cards.
That's like the first card pulled.
You're so lucky. Here he is. He's so good. Wow. He
looks highly spiritual too. So like
he is spiritual.
That's a good one.
All right, so let me explain this man to you. This is the best man in the deck. There's other men. They are not that good. This is the best one. I can show you the other ones. This man is spiritual. Look, he's so comfortable in his own skin. Now look, I'm gonna tell you, he's not like this amazing, sexy god. You know what I mean? Like this guy's comfortable. And this is what they explain. Like, look at his tummy out. He's got a little bit of a tummy. He's got a little bit of hair. He's just chill. His hair is a little off. You know what I mean? Like he's comfortable in his own skin. He knows who he is. He's not trying to.
His meat sack, Kristen. His meat sack. That's all this is.
It's what?
That's all we have is a meat sack. It's not, you know. Yep.
He knows he's got a meat sack, and he's cool with it. So, this is the most desirable man. Look at the lotus flower in his hand. Look at the lotus flower.
Oh wow!
Yeah. This you're gonna get an enlightened man. Thank God for you.
Yeah, the way he has that lotus flower out too looks like it's a I'm gonna help you grow. Like
and look, he's on a book.
Wow.
He's sitting on the book of knowledge. Look at the
I was going to say book of knowledge,
Yeah, the book of something. It looks important.
Wow.
And this is like metaphysically like in tune. Look at the coming down. He's got the moon. He's got the sun. He's got the lotus flower. Like this guy, this is a good guy. This is what I was hoping I would pull. And I pulled the Alone Forever card. All right, so now it's going to be an adventure. Right? So we have an adventure, which just means that this is not going to be okay. An adventure means the reality is it's probably not going to be someone you meet at work. Right? Because an adventure is something that you haven't done before, new doors that are opening, an event that you haven't done before, an experience you haven't done before, a workshop you haven't done before, a trip you haven't done before, something different. Yeah. Now, would you have any reason to have any Guilt or reservations attached to dating. Guilt. So I don't know if we've experienced some kind of trauma in our past with our dating experiences, things that we have maybe not behaved in what would be considered an alignment to our soul. You know, if we've been out of alignment with some of our behavior and what our soul knows we're supposed to do, but then we're not behaving the way we're necessarily supposed to be behaving, that's when we get out of alignment. And that's when we have a fear of relationships and we feel like maybe we're going to mess it up. Maybe we're not good enough. Maybe what we're bringing to the table isn't good enough. So these are just something that I have this card that pulls a lot for me too. So I know like where that card pulls for me is like I've made some decisions that may not have been healthy for my relationships. Hey, no barking. But they're letting us know all this is good. So guilt is the only thing standing in your way. Do you know where this card comes from?
Yes, I do. Do you remember when I told you how my spiritual awakening occurred was through a twin flame?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah. So it's kind of like that is very hard for me to let go of. So I have it's more so I'm holding on.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
And
there's a guilt there. So you're holding on. So you don't want to move forward with someone else because you're feeling real guilty about those twin flames.
I feel guilty. Yes, 100%. I feel guilty moving on.
Because you feel like there was such a connection over there. Like, what am I doing over here? But that didn't end up right. I totally understand that.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I get that. But they are letting me know, okay, the adventure, but they're letting me know also that you have reached a spiritual maturity. I'm going to show you the card. You've reached a spiritual maturity to be able to handle it, which just means like all the stuff that's going to come your way, you have gained enough wisdom to be able to manage it authentically. You know, you're ready, and it's more than me. I should pull for me. Okay, so some bit of advice though is that if this happens, when this happens, there's going to be a whole lot of people giving you some like opinions. Oh, this guy's good. This guy's not good. This isn't going to be a good thing. You should do this with that thing. And they're going to have a lot of opinions. Even kids can have opinions, but we have to remember that they're children and they don't know as much as they think they know. They're only 17 or 16 or 15. Like they're kids. So it's hard for them to understand an actual relationship. It's not only that, but you know, family members, people at work, girls at work, people like me even. So what they want to explain is that when you have to make this decision, you need to make it for yourself. You can't be reaching out and looking for anyone else's opinions. So see all those people? That's all their opinions on what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing and how to get back out there and all that. It can really derail your destiny, folks, if you're out there. If you allow so many other people to be like, oh, no, I don't like him. See the way he, you know, coughs weird, or he showed up weird for your dinner, or I don't know, his job is weird, or look at it, he walks around with his tummy hanging out. Well, look, like they're not going to understand this guy. Your people are not going to understand this guy. You're prepared for that. This guy, it's not going to fit into the corporate world. It's not going to fit into the normal world. He's going to be strange, but beautiful. And it's showing that he's coming, which, how are we going to meet this guy? We need to go out.
I can't meet him while being isolated, you know?
You can't meet him at home, Sarah. Oh my God, but let me tell you something else. And I have a kind of a fantastic idea and I really kind of want to do this. So I want to start like a spiritual, not a spiritual necessarily, but undertones of spirituality, metaphysical, but a dating community, because we can't go online. And I know they have those spiritual online dating things, but I want to do just like a regular dating meet and greet, like event thing where we all go, let's say, to the beach, and we all meet to the left of the pier on Lake Worth, and we all just show up there. And there's a group of like singles in South Florida area, men, women, and this is where we're headed. And I thought maybe that might be better than the dating sites. I'm actually thinking about really doing that this upcoming year. And all the rest of your cards are good. So like trust your, all right, here's another thing. So trust your inner voice. Trust that your guides are communicating, which you already know that. And then keep in mind that being alone does not mean lonely.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's so hard though. Like I'm alone, but it's quiet here. Like I'm used to a person. I like do really well with the person, and there's no person here. There's no one here. I have my dogs, but even my I'm obviously a joint parent, so my daughter is with her dad a lot of the time, 50% easy. She's 15, so I'm just alone, which I know I need apparently to make sure of this. Let me just double check my reading. Come on, give me some hope here. Give me some hope. All right, last one. Let's see what mine say. Yeah, it's the same cards I always pull. My cards are not good. Your cards are great. Mine are not. Mine are not good. I am not.
Kristen, keep in mind, cards shift as you shift.
They have stayed the dang same. So physics and statistics can tell me, and I took statistics. I passed it with a high B, almost an A. Statistically, I should not be pulling the same cards over and over and over again.
But as you spend time working on yourself and you pass these lessons that you have to pass and you level up, so to speak, then the cards could change, So
it's so funny. So I was going to say, one of these cards, I live presently in the yacht club, which has I'm going to read this to you. So I presently live in what's called the yacht club. There's beautiful boats. There's pools. There's, people everywhere. And they're not, and it's a different environment. Let's just say that. I have to read what this says to you because, all right, what is it? It's a 9. Here it is, 114. Look at what this card says. You're no longer going to sit on this overstuffed chair wearing your sunglasses, shaded by an umbrella with your pink slippers on, drinking your pina colada. Here are my slippers. I just had a pina colada. I'm kidding. Just a little champagne. Yeah. You cannot see that the mirror is cracking around you. This message lets you know that this poolside resort is not your final destination.
Well, that's good.
Literally. And it says you are complacent here. No matter how fuzzy those slippers are, how tasty that pina colada is.
Oh my God.
And it pulls every single time. Here it is. The same cards pull every single time. And I think it's like, okay.
Might as well do a face grab on you and say, Kristen,
I'm like, well, I live here presently. So like, what do I do? Sell my house? Like, get me out of here. I don't know. Anyway. So, and then the other one is just that, like, my mind is in two places. And what's interesting, so here's very interesting for anyone who's listening, environment matters so much. So the environment that we're in, if I'm in this environment of people who are just very different, they affect your energy every day, right? So your energy, even I'm sure because you're highly metaphysical and you work in kind of a corporate world, right? You work at a school?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you work at a school, you're around so many rules, right? And so much structure, and it's probably not as metaphysical as you need it to be, right? I don't know. What's your environment?
No, but oddly enough, a lot of my team are awake.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah. So I would say, approximately 1/4 to 1/3 of my team are awake, and they understand and are open to stuff like this, and to talking about stuff like this, and very alert and knowledgeable. So it does help.
All right. So let me see. I love that. And
others are very open, and you find that you're in the right spot at the right time to provide seeked information, if you will, you know, just as you're walking out, they're walking in, and they stop you, and they're, you know, complaining and looking for an answer, and you just happen to have the words that they were looking for. And, you know, it's like, wow, I needed that, you know, and it's like, it helps your soul as much as it helped their soul. And you can feel the whole energy shift after the conversation, you know?
Yeah. So that happened to me the other day, and I really went into meditation, deep meditation, which you can understand, before I went out into a social setting. And I knew the social setting wasn't entirely of vibrationally my match. So I vibrationally mastered what I needed to in that moment. And I was like, I got this. I'm going to hold on to this vibration. And the entire event, every single person that I met that day, that moment, elevated up vibrationally to match me there. And I know that that's what I'm meant to be doing at this moment, is bringing those vibrations into, well, everywhere, like you're doing. Because that's what we have to do, you know, is to clear those vibrations and spread them. And everyone even acted different. They behaved differently. They said different words. And I could, even my child the other day, she's, you know, being this little like 15-year-old. And I was like, meditate, keep your mouth shut. Do not respond to that 15-year-old banter. And it was within a little bit that she completely changed her tune. She completely changed her mindset, her attitude. And I know that that's why we're not like hidden in a cabin somewhere, you know? So
sometimes I do try. I mean, I really do try to hide in a cabin, but like even walking to my car, I'll get stopped, and, you know, by someone who's virtually a stranger, and they'll tell me their life story, and you just happen to plug in what they need in the moment. And that's how you know what you're here for, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So what are your thoughts on the new year? What are your goals or intentions or feelings? I feel like you're going to meet this guy.
Well, apparently that one.
We gotta
I know, right? Apparently I have to go out now because
he's coming, and now you have two people who have told you that this man is coming.
That is true. Well, right before we came on, I did do a meditation regarding the holidays. That was one of the things that I did, and one of the biggest message that I got as regarding the holidays was that we should be slowing down, like mentally slowing down and living in the present, because a lot of times we can't slow down physically where we are.
True.
Such as work or at home, you have to keep a pace, but you can still mentally slow down in the present moment and try to learn and gain and appreciate from each moment that we're in, especially during the holiday season, because there's so much hustle, you know, people are moving so fast, and there's a lot of confusion, and just the stress energy goes way up. Yeah.
So many expectations in the holidays. Like, I have to go see my auntie, or did my mother call, or where's my father?
That was another one. Learn to say no and set boundaries around now. You don't have to do everything that's on your plate. That was another big one that came through, because everyone is feeling that feeling of have to, and you don't have to do anything. You know, we put these expectations on ourselves, and really there's no expectation but the ones we do put on ourselves, you know?
Oh, I know. And financially, even there's a financial strain.
Yes.
And I realized, even I went out and I went shopping, and I bought for this and bought for that and bought for that. And I was like, this doesn't feel right. It feels like I'm overbuying, I'm overspending. People are stressed and struggling as it is. Everything is so expensive right now. And I feel like we've lost, or
I know what you're going to say. Yeah.
We've missed the point of Christmas, which isn't necessarily Christmas. It's about showing how much we love each other, care about each other, and are with each other and connect with each other. So it's not about, oh, look, I bought you this purse. Check it off my box. We're missing that. We're putting ourselves in debt over gifts. And we have to buy gifts for 20 people, and they have to buy gifts for us. And it's a strain. It tends to be very stressful versus, you know, I would love to sit around and maybe cook some food for some.
I was just going to say acts of service. I mean,
acts of service.
Acts of service for people would be the way to be going if you really were doing what it's supposed to be about, you know?
Yeah. Now, what would you consider a few acts of service that people could practice?
Oh gosh, like you just said, cooking meals. That's my father's favorite act of service. I mean, when I cook meals for him, it's like his favorite thing that I could possibly do, you know? Or if you really tune into what they need, you know?
That's true.
If somebody needs their lawn cut and you have a lawnmower and a 17-year-old child that's perfectly capable of cutting a lawn, send your 17-year-old child over to cut your neighbor's lawn.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much better than buying a purse or a perfume.
Yeah. I mean, if you have a neighbor that's all alone for the holidays and you're baking cookies, send some cookies over, you know? It's just these little acts of kindness that this is the time of the year, especially when people are alone, people have lost loved ones through the holidays, you know, to be keeping your eye out and thinking of other people.
Yeah. And it's tough being alone over the holidays. It really is. Especially as my kids are older. Well, like even your kids are older. So imagine if they were at dad's for the holidays and you don't have a person. So you're alone. Well, you have a mom or dad who are around. Mine aren't around really. They're away. So I don't have anyone. In fact, I'm probably going to be alone for Christmas. Actually, I'm going to be alone. I am. Christmas Eve, even I'm going to be alone. My daughter, she was like, well, I'll come over during the day, but then I'm going to my dad's house. Like we do a whole thing. They got like 30 people who come over. I'm like, yeah, go. I'll be here with my dogs. Maybe I'll go to the beach. I don't know. Yeah, I'll be alone. And it is tough. It's a little tough to be alone for the holidays. But I also have my guides, so I'm not ever really alone. And to be honest, hanging out with them.
See, I enjoy the quiet.
Not having that. No, that's what I mean. But still, not everyone knows that relationship.
Yeah.
Everyone understands a relationship like that. So while I'm like, I get to be with my guides, I get to write, I get to read, I get to play with my cards. Maybe I'll watch some, beautiful TV. I get to be with them and my animals. So I'm okay. But if I didn't have that to know that I'm like never alone, I would be just feeling like sad. Because then there's a part of me also, the physicality of just, there's not a physical person here with me, like at all. Yeah, but thank God I have my pet. So imagine someone who has I was thinking that. I was thinking we should get together. I really want to go to that dance thing on Saturday. I really want to go.
Yeah, let's find out if they're still doing that.
They are every Saturday, and it's so cute. All right, listen, for any of you, if you want to pipe on and get a reading, the link, I believe, is there. Just click it or I haven't really been looking at the comments. I probably should, because if anyone has a name. So some of these things, they get. If anyone has a name. Oh, there it is. I'm alone with my mom. Oh, hi, Elijah. I'm sending some love to you. Mwah. You've always been such a good person to hang around. Elijah, he's so nice. Oh, we have comments. I forget to check them, guys. I'm so sorry. Here we go. Let's check. All right. Good. Happy holidays. I'd love a reading. Okay. Here we go, Elijah. Let's give you a reading, my friend. Are you on? Give me a thumbs up. And then the thing is, I posted in one of those groups because those women, there were so many women asking me for readings. And I'm like, guys, I go online for free. Like, come on. It's free. And the host wouldn't let me post it. And I was like, I'm not asking anyone for any money. I'm just trying to help out for the holiday season. And it's so funny. They have all these guys that they post. And I'm like, might be not.
So is it like a diss site? Is that what it is?
I don't know. It's like here's the thing. I guess when you go on Bumble and Tinder and all these sites, there's these same men. And these same men end up dating like 20 women at a time. And when one of them ends up where like they have a bad experience, they're like, is anyone dating him? I had a terrible experience. Here's what it is. Kind of like girls looking out for girls. Like there's some really terrible stories on there.
Oh, wow.
But they're being honest about it too. Like you can tell, maybe not all of them, but there's a story about a guy who just is a real scam artist, and he's been going around and just scamming women. And it's nice to me that they put him up there and they're like, be careful, this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, Elijah, you pulled some great cards, my friend. All right. So, Elijah, if you're there, I'm single now and it sucks. Yeah, but you know what? I don't pull that you're going to be single forever. Like I pull that your guides are talking to you. The dating scene is tough right now. Elijah says dating scene is tough. It is very, very tough right now. And Elijah, how cool would it be if I set up like, Sarah, how cool would this be? An entire event with everyone who can come, and they wear this bracelet. So I wanted to have like a bright, like yellow bracelet that says like dating, you know, you're with spiritual, whoever, I don't know, dating 101. And then you show up and like, it's not like we go meet and we're like staring at each other dating, but we're all in the same spot. And we have this glow in the dark bracelet. So, you know, if there's females or if there's men or anywhere that you can walk up to them because they're single, we're all in the same spot. We're all doing the same thing. I just love the idea of it. I really do set something like that up because these dating sites are failing. They're not working because like Elijah, we see one picture of you and we can't tell if you're a good guy or a bad guy. And, but by the way, your cards pulled that you've been really, you're such a good guy. And that your guides are talking to you right now. So make sure you're connecting with your guides right now because kind of the female energy that you're seeking and looking for, she's communicating to you on the other side. And sometimes what we don't realize is our soulmates and our twin flames, they're also on the other side. Oh, and Brittany says it'll be a fun event. Hopefully you can have a good ratio of men and women. That's what I'm trying to have. I really want to do something like that because even I've struggled so much. I can't even get on these sites. These guys are, and then they're like, hey, send me a dick pic. Whoa, I don't even know you. I don't want to see that right now. It's not, don't do that. Elijah, never do that. All right. And Ariana Marie, how can I get a reading? So you can get a reading right now just by your name if you want. Otherwise, there is a link. I'm not sure where you're tapping in from, but if you see a link, you can click on the link. Elijah laughs. Don't send dick pics, Elijah. Don't do that. Sorry. Please, for the love of women everywhere. Don't. All right. So Elijah, here's something else. You have an idea. You have an idea. Oh, I'd love one on the stream. Okay, Ariana, I'll give you one. So Elijah, you have an idea. You have some thoughts about some changes, some thoughts about your life, some thoughts about something going on. We want to let you know we're supporting that. Work on your presence practice. Have you been practicing being present, which is being in the moment, which is making sure that you're not having a head trip, that you're not in your head telling yourself, you're not good enough. No one's going to love you. You're a failure. I don't know what our head trip does sometimes, but make sure you're not there because I can tell you're really stressed out right now. You got a lot of stress going on, but don't forget you're a master creator. You truly are a master creator and you're a good guy. Also, this idea that you have, you're going to be participating with other people in like a group. You're going to have like a group setting and have a lot of help. So reach out. You're going to have people helping you. You have this amazing idea. You're a fantastic guy. Trust your guys. The female that you're looking for, she's on the other side. So talk to her. You're not alone. And I love that. Good job. Your cards were better than mine. I'm really going to fix my energy. My cards have just been not, I'm like, they're just not up. Okay. Ariana. Oh, hi. Drew's going to pop on. Great. I'd love a reading on the stream. All right. I'm giving you a reading on the stream. Her name is Ariana. She would like a reading. Take a couple breaths. I do generally love it if you guys come on, but I know that sometimes the stuff can be personal and sometimes you don't want to go on. I totally respect that. So here we go. Ariana. I think it'd be so fun to go on these dating sites and have them give me names. I can tell pretty quickly whether these guys are good or not. It's so funny. All right, one more, Ariana. Okay, so I've been working with groups. Oh, so here's what Elijah said. Let's see if I can show his comments. I've been working with the groups of the med beds, love. Okay, so this is going to be a good thing for you. There's something happening here with your future. where there's going to be groups. There's going to be something new for you, a good idea, something that's going to be really positive for your soul. And you're going to be able to show how fantastic of a man you are. So I saw that too. So, okay, here we go. Ariana, I'm going to just put you on here. So hopefully I'm not calling you out like that. All right. Well, you're traveling. You're going to be traveling. So this has to do with you going somewhere. Okay. So my feeling is that I don't know necessarily, because it's not pulling on whether you're going to be going for a relationship type situation, but where you're traveling to, there is potentially a little bit of stress around this situation. So let me go ahead and take you out of here. I don't want to put you on blast like that. Oh, there's our Elijah. Thank you, loves. I'm going to leave you up there. Okay, so what's happening a little bit is, when we have an environment that can be stressful to us, it creates our mind to split apart. And when our mind splits apart, there's like one part of our mind that's like amazing and beautiful and loving and great. And there's another part of our mind that's like, what the fuck? I don't know how I'm going to handle this. These things are right, whatever. We need to merge these two. We need to get rid of the mental commentary, and we need to move into, this is really, really important for you. I'm going to show you the card because this is just such an important card. This is for everyone, but definitely her, but me too. It's called Nothingness. And here's what this card means. So many things happen in our everyday lives that we do not expect, and that are not exactly the way we want them to go. And when that happens, we create this thing. This thing is wrong and that thing is wrong. And how am I supposed to accomplish this goal when I have this thing and this thing and this thing? And I would really love this person if it weren't for that thing and this thing and this thing. And I'd really have this great trip if it weren't for this thing and this thing and this thing. And then when I got to drive here, I got to deal with that thing. I got to deal with that thing. All of these things that you're dealing with are mental. They're only mental. I don't even want to say they're bad or good. It's just your mind is playing tricks on you in a way and creating mental commentary that is not actually true, authentic, or real. And so when we think we have all these things that we have to deal with over and over, it stops us from postponing our destiny. It stops us from living the life that we're destined to live, from living the life that we're meant to live. So your heart, your creative soul, you have this creative energy inside of you, this desire for success and these thoughts and ideas, and you're probably artsy and craftsy, and you're just this incredible person, but you have all these things that are stopping you. But those things that are stopping you are only in your mind. And so we need to erase it. Like, imagine I want you to put all the things that you're dealing with on this dry erase board, and I want you to erase them. And then every time a thing pops up, get the dry erase board, write it on there, and then erase it again. Just keep doing it. And that split that's happening in your mind of good and bad and right and wrong and this thing and that thing, please understand that it's mentally generated, and it's like a computer in your head that needs a software upgrade. So when you upgrade, you're able to see clearly through your eyes, because when you don't have all these things weighing you down, you can see clearly the creativeness that you need to do and the success that's coming your way and the life that you're meant to live. And you're kind of like watching people live their lives. You're looking through the window and you're like, oh my God, I wish I could do all those things, and I can do all those things. But because of all these things, you're stuck inside. So enjoy your trip, enjoy your traveling, focus on what I said, and remember nothingness. So every time you think there's a thing and you're bothering yourself about something, go to this nothingness. I use it often because I get it, and it's false, and it's created by your mind alone, and it creates a false reality. And you're the only one who has these things. Your partner doesn't, your kids don't, your family doesn't. No one else has these things but you. You got your own things. I have my own things, but they're mine. They don't belong to us. They don't belong to you. I don't have the same things you have, Sarah.
Yep.
They're all different things, and they're all.
You pulled that card on me at the last time we were out. I started saying I
know. I'm totally a perfectionist too. Don't like I get. Look, I know this card so well because That's my card.
Mm-hmm.
I have such a thing, like, and then I got to stop myself from making a thing like, how come this person said that? How come this happened? How come this didn't work out? I can't live like that. It's not, I have to allow things to flow, and I have to allow things to be the way they are and accept them as they are. And that brings a whole lot less stress. That will heal that split of the mind, because those things are creating a mind split, which means we're not happy. We're not sad. We're just one way and then we're another, you know. All right, here we go. Let's see what Elijah says here. So the other side, you mean an ET? Yeah, there's a female on the other side she really likes you. She likes you a lot. She's looking out for you. So just keep your mind out for her. And if you ever feel alone, I want you to talk to her. She even says that she can look the way you want her to look. She already says you have like some ideas on how she looks, and she loves you. She's looking out for you. She talks to you. She takes care of you. So you're never alone because you have her there on the other side, just so you're aware. Let's see what this one says. On the other side for me means a death picture. So I'm confused when I saw galactic. Death picture. Yeah. So remember, there's no such thing as death. I don't know where people came up with that concept exactly, which just a doorway. We just dropped this meat suit, or the earth suit. Meat suit's a little brutal, but it's true. We just dropped this earth suit. So we don't like go anywhere. We don't die or anything. We don't even change. My whole soul left my body, and I was still cursing in spirit form. I was like, oh shit, I shouldn't be here. Damn it. I need to get back to my body right now. That was very interesting. So there's no death. But as far as galactic, I think this might be galactic woman. I think this might be a woman of ET origin. And you said you know her. Yeah, there's a female here. Yeah, there's a girl. Oh, you know who it is. All right. Well, she's sending her love. She really has a thing for you. So good for you. I have some real strong, I want to say, like, loving romantic ties to the other side as well. Meaning that, like, I have a feeling my life partner stayed over on the other side to guide me through what I need to get through here. That's not saying I can't meet 1,000 different versions of a soulmate and a twin flame, because we're all kind of part of the same being and the same manifestation and the same little parts of our love, you know, manifest. So people who love me, they're fractions of that love. Oh, this person embodies some of that love, but they're not the actual whole being, which I'm fully connected with, which I'm pretty sure is on the other side. So that's probably why they're like, you're going to be alone forever. Like, I think I'm meant to master being alone, and that it's okay to be alone. And now 4 years in, if I were actually 4 years in, I might be ready for my person. I just, I got a little ways to go. All right, Drew, I'm bringing you on. He's laughing at me. Hi. Why can I not hear you? Sarah, can I hear you?
Yeah, you can hear, I'm sure. There you
go. I am muted.
Hi, Drew. Thank goodness. I'm not that good with.
Hello.
Oh, wait. He's so cute. Look at what he says. He's like, wait. Hold on. I got to text Elijah. He says, 4 years divorce. Okay. No, he says, I'm actually talking to her. In person, she lives overseas. So I pulled that you are going to be in a situation, Elijah, where you can show how good of a man you can truly be. So the good guy, it's the same good guy card that Sarah pulled for her man. I pulled that for you. And I know, so you're gonna be able to show your strength here. Good luck, Elijah. Okay. Lisa. All right, Drew, how's it going? Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah.
Christmas.
Happy holidays. Thank you, loves. I'm going to send that one. All right, we're going to pull for you, Drew. I always like to check in with you. Thanks for checking in. I was like, where's Drew? I know he should come in. I wasn't able to stream to Joseph's pages today because they unhooked and unlinked. So we're missing all the little clientele there. But all right. Drew. Oh, I feel your energy so easily, probably because I've tapped into it so much. Oh, same card you always pull, just so you know. You pull a card every single time I read for you, just so you're aware.
Well, it's interesting because I am very interested to see what you have to say, because I've had a lot of changes.
Oh, all right. Well, that pulled not in the main cards. That pulled for a side piece. So that's a bit of advice that we have to give you afterwards, and make sure not to forget that. Oh, hi, Christina. All right, here we go. All right, well, you're celebrating about something.
Okay.
But you got a lot of advice coming your way.
Yes, I do.
All right. So, all right. Okay, so you're celebrating. There's a celebration. There's something to be very excited about, very happy about. You got, good news. All right, I'm going to give you the positive stuff first. I think there might be a few different things that it's pulling about. I'm going to give you the positive, and then I'm going to give you the advice about it. All right, so we have a celebration in hand. We also have some fantastic idea again that's coming, some thoughts that are coming your way, some changes that are beneficial, like, hey, guess what? I'm going to do this. I know where I'm headed. This is the perfect time for me to go there. You've reached the spiritual maturity, and the possibilities that you have in front of you are absolutely endless right now. You've tapped into the master creator, and you're actually perfectly aware of what you need to do, where you need to go. You have some sense of direction, right? And you're in a good place. Now, having said that, there's a couple bits of advice. So, and I don't know who this is meant for, but there's someone, whether it's you or whether it's someone else, that has so much treasure. Okay. Now, what treasure is love and kindness and thoughtfulness and consideration and just so much love and so much beauty and really just freaking perfection inside of them. But due to some stuff, they don't really want to share it. They're keeping it to themselves. Yes. And I don't know who that's going to, but they're keeping it. And so the thing is like, you can see this potential. Is this you or is it someone else who's doing this?
It's somebody who the celebration is she's leaving and I'm taking over fully and she does not want to share her last little bit.
Okay. Yeah, she's keeping it. She ain't giving nothing out. Now there's a ton of guilt surrounding this situation. So from her, from you, I don't know where the guilt's coming from, but there's guilt surrounding this particular situation, which we want. And we've been pulling guilt. So we just want to be so careful because guilt is like we're stressed about things that have happened that are out of our control. So whether it's her or whether it's you, this situation is destiny. Possibilities are endless. It's out of y'all's control. So to hold on to that guilt, it could be subtle. I don't know if it's her, whether it's guilt of things she didn't do, you, guilt of taking over her position. We're not really sure, but just monitor that feeling and monitor that energy. Now, we have the same kind of mental split that's happening, which is we have like a good, is this bad? Is this right? Is this wrong? We have this little mental split that's going on here. But right after that is celebration. So watch the mind and watch the people that are around and make sure that you're kind of combining, the positive and the negative. I'm actually going to look this up because I really want to make sure I'm not missing anything with this particular card. I'm going to look it up for you. Where are we at? We're at number 2. I've been doing this lately, making sure I'm covering here it is, 120. All right, a new twist to an old idea, kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. But this is the sort of situation that we can get stuck in an indecisive situation. Should I say yes or should I say no? Whatever decision we make, we're going to wonder if we should have decided the other way. So we got to let go of both of it. So Drew, you got to let go of both right at worth. You can't work your way out of this one by solving it on a list of pros and cons. He should be able to hear this. Follow your heart. All right, good. I think I covered that, right? Right or wrong, good or bad. Don't divide yourself. All right, we lost him, but hopefully he'll check that in. Christina, I'm bringing you in. Come on in. She says, I see. She says, thank you. She says, that makes sense. Okay, Brittany, I got you, girl, but we're going to bring Christina on here first. And she says, I love you. Thank you. Yeah, I get that. And I actually think that he is talking. I think he might be talking to this girl because I feel her. Okay, Christina, we're bringing you on.
Hello.
Hi. How are you? Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, I was like, how did I miss that? I usually am on that stuff, but no, I missed that you were coming on.
I know I didn't. I needed to maybe advertise a little sooner than an hour ago. And then,
okay, so I didn't really miss it.
You didn't really miss it. And then when I went to click on Joseph's, mine and Joseph's pages got booted off. So I'm using my page. So that's what happened. I didn't have the time to set it up, but I wanted to come out for the holidays. I saw that you're doing a group thing for Joseph. I read that.
Yes. Number 7.
I thought about doing the same thing maybe in my neighborhood because I know there's so many people who would probably love to see him here in my neighborhood.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I thought it'd be fun. So I thought that was great. I just saw you post that.
Yeah, I was like, and it's already people are repeaters like, yes, you know. Yeah.
Joseph can't read for me.
Wonder why.
Close. It's not that easy. I have a hard time reading for him too. I can read for anyone. But when we're so close to each other, that it's hard to know whether our energies are so close that it's hard to. We're too close.
They're mixed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering if that ever happens, but I guess it does.
So even when I read for him, I'm like, every card I read, and I think I can, but then I understand where the cards go for him. So it's not like a blind reading. It's like,
yeah.
You know, but I mean, I wonder if I bet you if I pushed him to, he might be able to pull, because I've never asked him to pull for anyone for me on the other side. But I would love for him too. But he also knows my close friends from the other side. So it just gets very convoluted.
Yeah. It had to be. Think about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. He knows too much. We know too much about each other.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah. We're used to it. Most readers, they don't read for each other for this reason. It's easier if I don't know anything that's going on for him too, because then the information comes through and we understand that information because it's not mixed with our own information.
Right.
There's a difference in our brain between information that doesn't come from us and information that already comes from us. So, and it's very similar. The information that we already have is a little stronger and a little more defined. And the information that kind of flows in is you have to listen a little harder, pay a little more attention to it. So,
wow.
Yeah. So it's an interesting dynamic
that takes a lot of energy.
A lot of separation. Yeah. Okay. So interesting. All right. I think, and it's funny because I've pulled for you a few times and your cards they're always very similar because I actually recognize your reading.
Okay.
But the good news is some things have changed a little bit, and I don't think that they've changed in a different way. I think maybe they're still the same because I recognize this. So you have, again, I feel like I've told you this before, but you have an ability to affect people in like a larger world capacity. I've told you this before, haven't I?
You told me I had something, but I didn't really. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I know because you have your life here on Earth. So I'm gonna text Jill. Hi, Jill. Hi, Jill. But I know this card before for you because I'll be honest. I thought, in a way, I pull. Okay, so normally I pull this card for people who are metaphysical teachers, metaphysical healers, spiritual healers, people who can affect large ranges of people, people who have a wide range. And I remember being surprised the first time I pulled it because I was like, I know she's not in this field. So why am I pulling this card for her? And it's pulling again, which is weird that I would remember it. But I remember being surprised the first time. And you pull a master card. So like also, you have the ability here to really help a lot of people. But even you just setting it up, even if you're just setting up like this little pocket of group with Joseph and you're bringing people involved, that's considering helping masses amount of people.
Okay.
It's more than what most of us are doing. I'm not it's different, right? So you're bringing groups of people together to heal them. Now I do feel that in this particular lifetime, you have experienced a good amount of what we call the yin and yang. So we've had like that, those little dark sides to us and to our environment and to our experience. And we've also had the light. So you've experienced both of this, and you're still experiencing it presently in your life. So you've done a very good job of integrating both of your dark and both of your light. But be aware of some of the environmental control factors that are stopping you or getting in the way of you pursuing this a little further. So there's some environmental, and I say environmental, that just means what your environment is, whatever that is, that is just kind of stopping some of this from happening.
This is so like the third time you've told me this.
Yeah,
you know,
right? I know.
I'm like, girl, what? Yeah.
I
remember you telling me this.
This is why I'm staring at this going, I feel like I've done this before.
Deja vu.
We have spoken about this before, and it's similar. And they pulled very similar to where, you know, your environment is stopping certain things from happening. And, you know, we have this idea about what we want, you know, our life to look like. We have these thoughts and these rules and these expectations, and we just have to be careful that they're not, you know, getting in the way of you becoming the master that you were here to become, because you're actually truly like a spiritual master. And it's okay if you don't develop it in this lifetime. You have it inside of you and you work with it in your own smaller pocket, which is fine. But there's also environmental things that are stopping you, but it's okay because, you know, this, silly as it sounds, whatever, I don't know how this sounds to people, but like, you don't have to do it in this lifetime. If you wanted to do it in this lifetime, you have to make some changes, and you don't have to. You just be like, cool, I'm going to remember it. I'm going to work on it behind the scenes. I'm going to continue doing what I can here while keeping my comfort level the way it is, you know, but, you know, so go with the flow. You know, there again, in your environment, there's some things that are like, hey, go right, go left, go up, go down, go here, go there. So you're being ran a little bit, ran. And does stop this from happening, but go with the flow with this, meaning that, again, work behind the scenes. You're going to have success. Try to let go of those things, because there's like all these things you're having a little bit, you kind of got to deal with on a daily basis, these things. But go with the flow and you'll have that success. Just keep that behind you, because whatever work that you do in this particular lifetime is beautiful for you. In your next lifetime, you get born right into that spot with even the parents that are in alignment with you, that are going to promote you. I wouldn't be surprised if you're not really like a spiritual guru in your next lifetime. Like, like
guru.
You're going to be like Gandhi or something. I feel it. I see it.
Oh my gosh. The reading was so similar to the ones you given me before that I'm like, isn't she going to just tell me what to do instead of telling me this is what's happening?
You know what? The beautiful thing is I'll be honest. I could tell you what to do.
Okay. Well, you have my number. You can message me.
But and that's the thing. And what the few people have said to me, I only give you certain things. I do. Well, I know a lot more than I give to people, but it's a lot. Like, I should know some of the things that I know.
Yeah.
And we're live and we're online, and it's a lot.
Yeah,
also,
absolutely.
Some of the truths that come out are, I don't even know.
Cold-blooded,
You got to really be ready for some of these truths. And I'm giving you as many sign pointers as I can, but in the end, the decision is up to yours, and you can take it in this lifetime or the next. It's okay. And everything I say to you, your soul hears me. So I'm talking to you, but I'm more or less talking to your soul. I'm downloading this little information into your soul and planting these little seeds, and they will come to fruition, whether now, the next lifetime, or the lifetime after.
But every time that I hear them from you, little things change. Yeah. And I know this. You know what I mean? So from the first time you told me that, probably like 3-4 years ago, to now, things have changed, but they're still not where I want them to be.
Yeah, well, they show that.
Yeah.
Show it. They're very clear, which is surprising that I'm like, wow, like, because I don't remember a lot of readings.
I'm sure you read everybody, you know what I mean? So it's
But with you, I'm like, I know this reading. Like this reading.
You're looking down, looking up like
surprised. I'm surprised in. And then the thing is, I go into your world and I see everything.
Yeah.
And I give you the flower bud of the tree.
Yeah.
It's up to you to figure out the tree. I'm giving you the flower bud. You
This
got
is all I'm giving you, right?
It's all I'm giving you. It's all you're getting. The rest is up to you.
But it's a beautiful flower bud. So.
No, it's gorgeous. But it's a choice. You know what? Because we have free will, and I honor free will. And that's something that I'll always say to any of my people doing classes with me as far as developing into spiritual readers. We have ethics. And I could come on here and be like, you need to do this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
That to me is breaking ethics. That's going against God, in my opinion, and destiny. So you have free will. I'll give you information that you can choose to just make that decision on your own. But if I told you what to do, I would be breaking your free will, and it would be technically my opinion.
Right.
Right. And even
because you don't want to be responsible for that. You know, it's someone's whole life could change.
Correct.
To your opinion. And I wouldn't want to hold on to that. No. Mm-mm.
No. So I give you like, hey, this is advice like they're giving you.
Yeah.
And you get to choose whether or how you want to explore that path.
Do that. Right.
Not, but free will is beautiful. And I would never take that from anyone by saying, oh, this is the way it is. Because then you can meet someone else in 10 minutes.
And that's not you.
Not the way it is. No,
it's not you.
And I teach that to my readers, and they get a little upset at me at times. I've had them get upset at me, especially because sometimes information does pull through that's very sensitive. Like, I'll be honest, if someone's very sick, I know very quickly whether they're going to make it or not. What would I tell you that for? Why would I tell you? No way. What I would say to you is, there's someone in your life that loves you very much, that you love, that may need your time and attention right now. Maybe they're not feeling well. That's what I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you anything else. No,
girl, I get that. I get that. That's just,
But then you get to choose whether you want to reach out to that
person. Follow through. Yep.
Whether you don't. That's your choice. And you're going to have to live with that choice. But it's not, I don't have to live with it, at least.
Because I didn't tell you what to do, right?
I didn't tell you what to do, girl. I gave you some nice, opinions. Now, I'm a little more detailed in a personal reading, but not even fully as detailed, because I can tell if someone's cheating. I can tell if someone has a drug addiction. I can there's details.
There's probably, like you said, things you don't even want to know. Like, yay.
No, it's not my place to tell you guys.
I'm not judging anybody. Yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah.
Yeah. What I will say is there's some unhealthy behavior in your environment that you may want to look for that might not be supporting. Oh, I talk about a drug addiction. How nice is that? Look at how good that sounded.
Everybody remember that.
No, I'm not kidding. That's what I say. Or if it's someone who's cheating, which, by the way, I'm just going to tell you that didn't pull, so don't be worried about it. But I do say there may be someone, and I say someone in your environment. I don't say your husband or your boyfriend or whatever. I don't say that. I say there may be someone in your environment that may not be making actions and choices that are healthy for you and your soul and your destiny, and that may not be healthy, and it could potentially be toxic to your environment.
Oh, you put that well. Yeah.
Look at what I said is. Now you put it where it's got to go, but I'm not telling you your man's banging the neighbor.
Yeah. No, I'm not having nothing to do with that, girl. Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, great. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you're great. All right. Thank you so much.
Have a great time. Let me know how it goes with Joseph. Keep in touch.
Sure will, babe. Take care.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, Drew, did you get the rest of that reading? I can't hear you.
No, my phone died on me.
Okay, so listen, I can't give it to you again, but I did keep it going. So fast forward through this. Okay. And you'll hear it, because honestly, now here's another crazy thing. I can't remember what I said. So I have no idea what it was. So you're gonna have to go back and listen to it.
No problem. I will.
All right, but it's in there. It's in there. All right. Okay. Thank you. Happy holidays. Love you. And best of luck, and check back in. Sarah, while we have Drew, when are we coming on again? I mean, it's probably going to be in January, right? Realistically.
Yeah, I'm available any Monday. I think we should definitely do a New Year prediction.
Okay. So, wait, before New Year or right after New Year?
Let's see. Hold on.
What's our next Monday? Let's look at our calendar.
Oh yeah. Okay. So we have Christmas and then we have the 1st. So I guess it would be after that, huh?
Yeah. So okay. So the first Monday is what? January 1st. That's New Year's.
So either the 8th.
Let's do the 8th.
8th.
Everyone is still partying. Let's give him that. Let's give him
the 8th.
All right, let's be on the 8th. We're coming on the 8th. We're going to talk about New Year's. Drew, I hope everything works out for you. I think it's a good thing. Yeah, let me know how it goes. We're keeping in touch.
Sounds good.
Mwah. Bye.
Have a safe holiday.
Safe holiday. Okay. All right, good. Anything else, my darling? Is it time?
Yeah, and next time, I think what I want to have you do is I will give you the name of the person that I'm going to be letting go of, and I'll have you pull him.
So I didn't know I could do this until I ended up, well, it's funny. I was on a radio show with a guy named Dean, and actually I talked to him about doing a radio show with him again, which I may do. Mm-hmm. And I've been a reader still for whatever. I started at 19, but, and I'm 43, almost 43. So it shows you how long I've been doing this. Mm-hmm. And, I was like, you know what? Let me bring my cards on the radio station. And people were calling in, giving me names, and I was pulling accurate readings. And then someone gave me names from someone in like Finland and other areas, and I could do active readings. So surprisingly, I don't know how it works exactly. Physics can explain it, but all I need is a name of someone. And furthermore, a lady at the casino gave me a name of someone who was passed away, and I didn't know, and I was able to read them too.
Because I'll put the name in the private chat, and then I'm just interested to see if your advice ends up being the same advice as the advice that I got in my QHHT session. Okay. Know?
Yeah. Well, I'm down. So let's do it on the 8th. Mm-hmm. You want to do that on the 8th? Okay, let's do it. And then me and you, let's figure a Saturday to hang out. I want to hang out. I want to do something. I want to spend time with you and chill.
Same. I want to do an energy exchange, you know?
Too. I need an energy exchange. I can tell I haven't seen you in too long. Jill, happy holidays, my girl. Thank you for coming on. I love it. Thank you guys so much for checking in. I really appreciate it. Share our video, like, subscribe. It helps. I love to give readings. It's just as healing for me as it is for them. The readings are free. We don't ask you for anything, not even an email. So keep in touch, people. Stay safe out there. The holidays are brutal.
Yes.
All right, Sarah, I'll see you soon, okay?
I'll see you soon. Love you, Kristen.
Love you. Love you. Love you all. Have a great holiday. Hold on. Wait. I got to find I got an ending. I forgot to do the show ending last time. Okay. Mwah. Happy holidays. Hold on. I got to find it. I thought I was ready. Show ending. Thank you, Joseph. Bye.
Bye. I want to show you the baby.
Oh my God, he's